Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another vlog. More on the movie news. Now just reading what other updates on the movie news. Well, whatever I read. More on sequels and um or more films getting release dates. So let's just go down, just going down whatever I find, on where I find on Cinema Blend, because I do most movie news I go to is on Cinema Blend. So let's read. So let's read what we have on the movie news. Starting with Captain America 3 screenwriters want MODOK for future Marvel movies. Captain America, for those who know, Captain America 3 will be coming out on May 6, 2016. And I enjoy Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and looking forward to seeing the sequel. Um, and as I said, one of the screenwriters, they want MODOK for future Marvel films. And for those who doesn't know who MODOK is, he's like you would say like part android. He has this big head, with a face in the middle, and a little arms and legs sitting in a floating chair. He's been a villain in Marvel comics. That's where I have a couple of comics where Miss Marvel fights MODOK a couple of times. Um, and and yeah, MODOK, like my brother, he says, oh, it's about time we get some comic relief, because well, he says, MODOK's supposed to be a funny character. So we'll have to wait and see on that. So MODOK may have expectation to be in the films anyway. Uh, so I go back, nothing else there. So. Uh, Going down, going up the list. Vampire Academy 2 will happen if fans want it badly enough. Vampire Academy, sheesh. That movie sucked. Vampire for me personally, that movie sucked. And it bombed anyway. I can understand why. Which though I thought they said this film did poorly. Since the film did poorly, they thought that their chance of a sequel will not happen. But they said if fans want it enough, maybe they will get a sequel. But yeah, I don't want to say the first one, the new film sucked. So I don't care about a sequel. Uh, More on the new Power Rangers movie. That I talked about before. Well, they said they finally officially got a release date for it, and they said they were releasing it in July 22nd, 2016. And from what I'm looking for, and from what I look at it for the month of July in year 2016, they just jammed this movie in another. They put this movie in another jam-packed month, because there's gonna be a lot of big movies coming out in that film. This from looking at Independence Day 2. Then you got Dawn of another sequel to Planet of the Apes. Then you got Doctor Strange, and there was another film that was supposed to come out in July that I forgot though. Another big film. So they put this one on July 22nd. So if you have all these big films coming out before this film comes out, the film won't stand a chance because you have all these big films. Like I said, like another sequel to Dawn, the Planet to the Planet the reboot Planet of the franchise. So and then you got the Independence Day 2, and then Doctor Strange, Marvel's Doctor Strange. So yeah. And speaking of Independence Day 2, for me personally, that should not happen because it's been years after the first film. But I do love Independence Day though. But it's been, if it's for the came out '96, I would say 30 years. I would say 30 years for no 20 years. I'm sorry. That's a thing. I strike that from the '80s. That's the '90s. Stupid me. But it's 20 years after the first film. And to me, the personal best is too late. It's too late to make a sequel to that. I would be fine if it came out like a few years after the first film, but 20 years later, it's too late. It's just too late for a sequel, you know. But doesn't matter. It's gonna be made. So, but it's too late for that. So, but back to the Power Rangers, you know. So, yeah, release that in another jam packed in the month of July. So with all these big sequels, big films, you know. So, oh, and here's another good one right here. Oh, Leatherface will eat more flesh in Texas in Texas Chainsaw 3D prequel. Another prequel, another goddamn freaking prequel. I don't want to hear about it. Especially I hear it's be another prequel. Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning sucked, you know, okay. And the remake to the remake that actually I do enjoy. But the new one, Texas Chainsaw 3D, that's and now they're gonna go do a prequel, and they said they want to focus on the teenage years of Leatherface, which is also going to be called. So they steal from the title for number 3, you know, which is also called Leatherface, you know. So yeah, so it's gonna be a pre. So if it's gonna be if it's got a prequel, so it's gonna be before the original 1970s one. I got nothing to say. I'm moving on. Screw that. Bad Boys 3 announced by Martin Lawrence. I enjoy Bad Boys 1 and 2, but all this stuff that happened with Michael Bay, you know, I don't want to. Maybe like I said, I'll be surprised by it, but like I was surprised by Pain and Gain. I was surprised by that, but all the stuff that he's did with the Turtles film and the Transformers films, you know, especially if Bad Boys was the first film that was his debut film, you know, maybe after all this, I don't think I want to see Bad Boys 3, but part of me will be surprised. Maybe it'll live up to the sequels, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that though. So Bad Boys 3, I'm not sure about. Which I think I'll be glad that Martin Lawrence and Will Smith will be in it, so, but still, I ain't sure about it. Just got to wait until the film comes out. Moving on. Okay. they got a release date for Godzilla 2. You know, they released it. They're gonna now release it in June 4, 2018. So yeah, in 2018 they released Godzilla 2, and it's good. And that's it now. Now this one I'll probably be a bit more excited, probably more than the new first film, you know, because they're adding 3 of the original monsters from the old series. So they're adding Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster. Because I heard before the film got released, you know, the first one got released, they were talking about a sequel would be like from the film Destroy All Monsters. So, well, it's gonna be 4. We'll have to wait 4 more years. So, I don't know. I still have plenty of time to think about the sequel. So up next, Jackie Chan has been approached about Rush Hour 4. Won't comment without a script. I enjoy the first 2 Rush Hour films. I'll tell you that. I enjoy the first 2 films. Number 3, no. Although there was a couple of funny moments though, but Rush Hour 3, no. Didn't care for it as much. Don't care for it as much anymore. Don't care for it as much anymore. So number 4, no, I don't. Yeah, Jackie Chan. Yeah, I enjoy Jackie Chan. But yeah, if he says he won't do it without a script, you know, says it without a script. No sequel. No another for a 4th one. So, is there anything else on? Check out another site. just really quick if there's anything new on this on. Come on, come on, come on. Wasting time, wasting time. Yeah. Um, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, plot. I'll only see that film. Just depends on how good Ben Affleck plays as Batman. That's it. Other than that, I don't care about the next one because I don't like the Dark Knight trilogy or Man of Steel. Well, Dark Knight trilogy, except for Heath Ledger as a Joker, he's the only good part of it though. But I'll always say the film depends on how good Ben Affleck does as Batman. Uh, no, that's pretty much. I guess that's pretty much about it, you know. So yeah. So this is more on the movie news, you know. Well, speaking of the Batman vs Superman, they changed it, which some people already know. They changed it from May 6, 2016 all the way back to May 25th because it was supposed to be on the same release date as Captain America 3, but Ken how his last name goes Phage. I forgot how his last name's pronounced. You know, I may be wrong. I may be wrong. I'll correct it later. But he said that Marvel has a way of standing their ground on the release date, so they won't. They're not going to change. They're not going to change their release date, so it's not going to move. You know, Of course, Marvel's been kicking DC's butts in with Marvel with comic book films recently. You know. But and so of course so DC chain moved it up how to say upwards to the earlier in the year to May 25th, you know, to avoid competition with Captain America 3 because if they both came on the same day, it's gonna be I don't know the battle between DC versus Marvel on the same day. A lot of people are going to go see both films, so they changed so they separated each other. So well, so anyway, that's the more on the movie news, you know. So I'm pretty sure pretty much a lot of people know about that small change about the release dates on those two films. But well, I just wanted to say that. So, but anyway, that's my more of my vlog on the movie news, on the release dates, sequels, and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, so Power Rangers, you know, released in a jam-packed July in 2016. Probably get overshadowed by all those other big films coming out that month, you know. Godzilla, like I said, I'll probably, you know, I'll have some time to think about it, you know, because gonna come out the next 4 years, you know, so it's plenty of time to think about that, you know. Captain America, as I remember, Captain America is about MODOK, you know, and then the Batman vs Superman, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. So that's my vlog on the movie news. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay tuned for the next movie review. Later.